Alright guys, I'm back with another review, and today we're going to review Jack Osbourne's Night of Terror / Bigfoot. So obviously we're going to talk about Bigfoot, but before we get to the review, let me just say this about Jack. Jack Osbourne, I'm a big fan of, not just as a TV personality, but as a person. He seems to have grown up in a very down-to-earth kind of way. His father is, in case people don't know, his father is considered a heavy metal god. His mom is a TV personality, talk show host, etc. And there's some other people in his family, but out of all of them, he seems to be the most down-to-earth and like a genuine person. And I say that without any malice to the rest of his family. I just appreciate that from Jack. Now, having said that, Jack is a producer, TV personality of multiple paranormal shows, especially on a channel called Discovery Plus. Now, apparently, Jack has been into the paranormal all his life, just like me, and I'm sure just like a lot of people. He went out there and decided to produce and star in quite a number of them. Now, I'll say right now, there's a couple that he's done I truly like, especially this called Portals to Hell, which I really like. Then Haunted Highway and Fright Club and various others. Some of them are good, some of them are not so good, and this one, it was an hour and a half, and I didn't particularly like it. If it was condensed to an hour, maybe even half an hour, it would have been more enjoyable. I'll tell you why. So he decided to go on a Bigfoot investigation with one of his friends. The guy, his name is Jason. He's also fairly well known. He was in a couple movies as well, Clerks, Mallrats, and Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. So Jason's pretty well known as well. So they both decided to go into the wilderness and search for Bigfoot. Now, sounds interesting, right? I was suckered in. I was pulled in. So I start watching it, and there's really no need to get into a deep discussion about it. It's fairly like every other Bigfoot episode out there, especially that show Finding Bigfoot. They talk to a few witnesses. They find one or two areas they decide to go investigate. And what happens? They hear one scream that kind of sounded very mechanical to me. Then they got another scream which sounded more biological, more like some type of animal, which they claimed they couldn't figure out who it was on the show or what type of animal it was on the show. Okay, fair enough. They were in the dark for a certain amount of time, and they said they felt like they were being watched. Well, you're in the forest in the dark. It's probably going to happen that you're going to feel like you're being watched. There are a ton of animals there, and that was it. They did not find any hairs, any kind of biological residue, no DNA of any kind, no, not even a footprint, not even a real sighting. So that's the whole show. I will say this: if it was half an hour or stretching an hour, it would have been a little bit more entertaining, because Jason is quite funny, and so is Jack at times. So it was funny to watch Jason and Jack interact. Jason had me laughing a few times during the show, during the documentary, that was quite hilarious. But besides that, I'm gonna be straight up. If you're a Bigfoot fan and you just watch all Bigfoot stuff, then go ahead and watch it. If you're just a regular paranormal fan looking for interesting stuff, you can skip this one if you want. Sorry, Jack. You have much better stuff you've done. Hopefully, and he says he's going to keep doing these Bigfoot investigations. Maybe the next one will get better. However, I'm not looking for anything to be faked or anything not real. It's just maybe it will be presented a little bit more better. This one kind of seemed like they just did it off the cuff, and maybe that's part of the reason why it just seemed a little rushed to me. Well, there you have it. There's my review. As always, thank you very much for watching.